It's Tom Kavicka with you here for your Monday evening. It's the start of another week, and it was a warm start. We're down to 87 out at the airport. We'll see some sunshine there in that direction. We have 73 dew point. Let's go over to LaSalle Parish and see what's cooking over there. We're seeing some clouds there as well. We're seeing a partly sunny sky, 87 on the thermometer in that direction. And we thank CNOB Broadcasting folks for those cam views. Now, radar is an interesting thing today as we see some popcorn showers and thunderstorms. Got kind of muggy, humid, unstable, and we have a little frontal influence and those type things. And once we get a shower or a thunderstorm develop, it spits out those outflow boundaries, which we can track them. In fact, let me just go ahead and put this into motion. So you can see there's one outflow moving northwest through northern Beauregard and southern Vernon Parish. Yet here's another one coming out of the thunderstorm there across southwest Rapides, and it's spewing out across southeast Vernon and northwest Allen Parish. Likewise, we hear an old outflow boundary here from previous convection. We see other outflow boundaries across Sabine and Rapides parishes as well. And some of the stronger storms to the south of us are working to the south and to the southwest. And then looking back up in the Alexandria-Pineville metro area, we did see a thunderstorm earlier, but it is dissipating stages there. In fact, it's just about dissipated. You can see that over, especially the Pineville side of the river, we had a pretty heavy core. In fact, here at home, out near the Colleen area, I had very large raindrops and a very quick, probably inch of rain, and probably 15 minutes or so out of that as the core, the rain curtain just collapsed over my rain gauge. All right, so that's what's happening right now, and much of this is activated by daytime heating. So once that subsides, we'll see a decrease in this. Although these kind of patterns, they can kind of survive well into the evening hours in lesser numbers. So lows tonight. Been a while since I did this sequence of maps for you. I'll go ahead and do it since we have a little frontal influence, so there's going to be different air in different portions of the viewing area. In fact, areas to the north will see more frontal influence than areas to the south. That's the frontal pattern. So I think we'll go down to 67 tonight across portions of Wynn Parish. A lot of upper 60s in those northern parishes all the way down through LaSalle, Catahoula, Concordia parishes. There hit Rapides, go about 70 degrees and then farther south, lower 70s. So ranging from 67 to 73 and averaging at 70 degrees. Typically we see 70, so it'll be a seasonable night with those temperature readings. Tuesday's high temperatures will be 90 degrees, and we're going to be close to that. It'll be a fairly typical day. There'll be a little bit of a cool pocket over toward Jonesville and Vidalia, about 88 to 70, 87 degrees. That will be air mass cooled with the front. DeRidder, on the other hand, 88 will be more of a rain cooled situation there, as that's where the highest rain chance in the area will be for the day tomorrow. 89 is my forecast for Alexandria, Pineville. We got 90 Colfax and Grant, 91 in Natchitoches, but we could be as warm as 92 somewhere, and that 87 would about do it for the lowest temperature. Rainfall pattern mainly in the PM hours. I've zeroed out these folks up across northern Natchitoches Parish, around Natchitoches, and then eastward, and then right down into Vidalia. I don't think there'll be rain chances there. The front will stabilize things. Even in Grant, got a 0% there. 10% for Alexandria, Pineville, and Rapides. Go back into Avoyelles with a 0%. And then heading south and west out of there, we get 20 cents worth there for Manny and Leesville. 30% for Oakdale and Opelousas, and 40% for DeRidder. So that, as you see, reflecting a frontal influence. In fact, the front will probably be just to the west of those locations, and on the other, just this side of it, there will still be a little bit of instability left. So I'm keeping my forecast covered there with that kind of rainfall pattern. Common amounts will be less than an inch, so most people, if you get anything, it won't measure up to an inch. However, peak amounts and a very few kind of little small local bullseye patterns could reach 1 to 2 inches of rain. Tropical update. Tropical storm formation and not expected over the next 7 days from the National Hurricane Center, but I'm still eyeballing and highlighting this area across portions of the Gulf of Mexico, Western Caribbean, and the Eastern Pacific through June 20th for the possibility of at least a tropical depression springing up somewhere in that particular area. More likely in the Eastern Pacific, I would say. All right, here are your 7-day forecast numbers for your Tuesday, 70 and 89. We outline that city by city. 10% average rain chance across the area. 20 cents worth there on Wednesday. And we'll see temperatures fairly pleasant as that front kind of establishes itself over more of the area. So we drop to 67 as dry air comes in, 64 for Thursday, 66 for Friday. But notice the afternoons are heating up there as a little bit of high pressure from the west kind of drifts over. Remember, that's a warm bubble of air at this time of year, or a hot bubble of air. And so we'll see the thermometers rise, especially as we go into Thursday, Friday, and into Saturday. But notice that the minimum temperatures begin to climb back into the 70s there by Sunday and Monday, reflecting more moisture. And I do think that's part of this complex weather system pattern that I think is going to be over the Gulf of Mexico. Some tropical influence maybe, and some non-tropical influence, maybe some transitioning going on there. Who knows? For Father's Day, scattered showers and a few thunderstorms on the low side there, 40%. But by Monday, I think it's likely most folks, I think, get wet on Monday to start next week. All right, well, thanks for listening. Nick Mikulas, I think he may be traveling tomorrow. So anyway, we will keep him in prayers for safe travel. And I'll be in, do a PM stream for you tomorrow as well, and update things in. Thanks for your support of Cenla Weather, and have a blessed evening and a great, terrific Tuesday.